Hey everyone, welcome to the UXF channel. Today I have kind of a unique comparison for you. I have the Martin OXK concert and the Martin OX Tenor ukuleles. Now, the one thing that makes the concert different other than its body size is that I have replaced the tuners with Daryun UPT tuners, ukulele planetary tuners. They are a little larger than the Gotos that you can buy, but nonetheless, that's a change I made on this instrument. Otherwise, it's stock. You can see the difference in the body. You can see the difference in the scale length right here. So the nuts are currently aligned, and you can see how much shorter the concert is versus the tenor. These are all expectations, right? Because the instrument tenor is obviously larger both in size and in length than a concert. But I'm going to play them and compare them for you. The only other thing that I want to point out, and again, many thanks to my friend Steve, who bought a black version of this after hearing that I had bought this one. They were selling for $2.99. This one was sold for $2.64 shipped from Musician's Friend on a stupid deal of the day. They're back up to $4.49, as are the black ones. My friend Steve bought one for $2.99, the black one, and he got back to me and said that the nut width was really small, 33.9 millimeters, and that the string spacing, the strings are right on the edge of the fretboard, and he's not wrong. Whereas that's not the case with the concert. The concert here actually has, and I can't show this to you, but if you line up the nuts, the concert has a wider nut than the tenor does. Now, why that would be, no idea. The other thing that I noticed is in the actual internal, when I look at the inside of the instruments, is the wood on the inside of the Martin HPL OX tenor looks like wood grain on the inside when it's just black for the most part on my concert. So I'm just going to play them and compare them for you, just so you can hear the difference between the concert and the tenor. So here we go. The standard things I do. First of all is a Snowden Symphony by Mark Pugh, who runs Stone's Music in the UK. Now, just some quick observations here. First and foremost, the tenor is louder, but I think the sound quality overall is very, very similar. That sort of boxiness to it. It's not a caught boxiness, but it's this warmth, but then also some high-end shimmer and sustain. But my fingers slip on the tenor. So again, that string spacing is such that when you make a chord, and if you don't play it right, it actually pulls off of the fret, the 45-degree angle fret on the side there, whereas that is not the case with the concert. Let's do a couple other songs as well. Let's do For Elise. This time I'll start with the tenor. All right, how about Still, Still, Still from my Christmas Intermediate Chord Melody collections, which incidentally are available on buymeacoffee.com/UKStuff, Apple Books, Amazon Kindle, and in print from Amazon Kindle. And finally, my little uke stuff theme that I play at the end of all my review videos. All right, some final thoughts. What do I think? I think there's something to be said about the nut width and the string spacing on the tenor. I do think that's to be noted and a warning to potential buyers and owners. That said, I like the sound. I like the bigness of the sound. I think it has more than the concert. The concert's wonderful. Really do like the concert. Again, people that don't like a 35 millimeter nut are not going to like this instrument either. But I do like the durability of both of these. I am fortunate to own one other Martin, a Model 2 concert, which is mahogany. I did have a soprano, but I sold it this summer knowing that I had the concert Model 2. But having this, it's great because I can have it at school. If it drops, it's probably not going to break. Well made, well built, both of them together. If I were to buy one, I would probably urge you to consider this one. Not only is it $50 cheaper, but again, you have a wider nut, more traditional string spacing. But if you can pick up one of these like I did for $263, might be a good deal for you. Incidentally, I bought this one a few years ago. Oh, there's one other thing I wanted to show you. Let me show you that. Now, I'm pretty sure that if you buy an OXK tenor, you're still going to get the old gig bag with it. Now, these gig bags were fine. They have a standard pocket. They have standard padding. They've got the protective thing in there and a Velcro strip in there to hold your ukulele. It has a single strap on the back. It has a cushioning that sort of goes over the two handles. It's fine. But my argument was in the past was, you know, Martin, you're selling a $399 OXK concert ukulele. It should come with a better gig bag. Well, I think they heard me. All right, now check this out. This is the tenor bag. I think they have other sizes as well today. They've answered that criticism quite well. It's way thicker. I think it's the thickest stock ukulele bag I have. Flights are really, really good. This is better. You have the embroidered logo again, same basic size pocket, but almost like an armored case. Not quite, not as good as the Caltransit cases, but again, those aren't generally used on stock instrument. Super thick plush padding. You have a sort of that neck adapter there in it. You've got the extra piece here to keep it from getting scratched up by the tuners. That's all just brilliant there. And ginormous padded handle, two backpack straps, hanger, and bumpers on the bottom. Pretty much everything I look for in a gig bag. I don't think you can find a better gig bag. And someone else had mentioned that this bag is made also in a way to keep humidity locked in more, which is not such a big deal for your OX tenor or your OXK concert, but for a wood ukulele, it might. So I'm working on trying to get these for my other two Martins, my concerts, if I can. So with that said, I think they're both great instruments. The nut might be too skinny on the OX, which is probably why it's for sale at Musicians Friends as a blowout. Maybe they're going to rework the neck. I hope they do. I also hope that they'd make a taro patch. Make a taro patch HPL as well as a taro patch concert. Just standard mahogany. That'd be wonderful. I got to email them that. Not that they respond to those requests, but man, would that be fantastic. Otherwise, if you're looking at a Martin to buy that's impervious and you're going to spend the money, I would look for the Martin OXK. I bought mine, I think, for $299 used from a person. So you should be able to find them on the used market somewhere between $250 and $300. So about $100 off of their mark price. or you can buy one new for $3.99. But I don't think you're going to get too much there, though. Extra for an extra $100 new, I'd look for a used one, and then maybe consider swapping out the tuners if you want as well. I believe my Martin OXK came with friction tuners, and that's why I swapped them out to the Der Jung UPTs. All right, so that's my quick comparison of the Martin OX tenor and the Martin OXK concert ukulele. Thank you so much for joining for this video. I hope you're having a great day, and I'll be back soon with some more uke stuff for you.